I'm Omodar Abiodun Sahid from Rocket Parrot, and I would like you, being a senior lecturer and the deputy provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, and being a photojournalist lecturer for years, I would like you to tell us what is today all about, Photography Day. What is it all about?
Well, today is World Photography Day, which is a day set aside by the world photographers to celebrate the emergence of photography as a medium of communication. It was the day in 1839 when the French government purchased the right from the inventor of the daguerreotype processing, that is Louis Daguerre, in partnership with Nips, two French inventors. Their invention, what it did basically, was to make image recording become really permanent. And not only that, the period of acquiring the image faster.
Thank you, sir. Being today is the World Photography Day, and you, as a lecturer of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, what can you say are the importance of photojournalism in storytelling?
Storytelling nowadays, you hear people say we're in a visual world. We're in a visual world because less, less emphasis is being placed on textual content in order to make people more accustomed to things they can see. And it's simple. The technology through the internet is the one where people who go online are impatient. Instead of reading, what they are doing is scanning. And their impatience has led to many materials not being read. And that indirectly is promoting visual presentation, so that when people see something, they immediately know whether it's what they want to watch, whether they want to see or not. Unlike in textual content where they have to go through first. So visual storytelling is the in thing now in the media, especially in more media literate society. In Nigeria, we are still grappling with visual literacy. Not many people are visually literate, not because that they can't see. What we see people doing here more often is that people look but they don't see. And then our visual background did not start on an enlightened state. Many of us who went to school were taught how to write, how to read. But hardly were we introduced to how to see, which is the bedrock of every visual product. So calling attention to World Photography Day is a way of letting people know the importance of photography in the society, and also to let people know that same photography can be used to capture images that will enhance visual story culture.
Thank you, sir. You said um, some people actually just look at the picture, but they don't see. In this aspect, would you say photography or photojournalism as how has it create or how has it shaped public opinion and in the aspect of creating awareness?
Well, if you look at traditional journalism, you hardly find a newspaper without photographs. Neither will you see a magazine producing without photographs, which is a show of the importance of photography, not only in the media, but in the society. Because what the media, what they put for people to consume, is actually what they realize that the people want to see. So the newspapers have always been promoting good photographs. The magazines have been doing that right from 1920 with magazine pictures story. Now we have the internet that is also extending that leverage, making sure that photography is not a neglected art. The internet is showcasing the best of photography, even though not many people are photographers, but if you compare what we have witnessed with the internet revolution, we've never had this picture deluge. If you go on the internet, everywhere you see on the Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you go, you see photographs plenty. The major challenge now is that even though many people have become photographers, the qualities have really not improved. But that is something we all know. As people become more visually literate, those who take photographs will take better photographs. And those also who consume photographs will become discernible in such a way that they will not give any support to things that they don't consider noble, and also things they think have no quality.
Thank you, sir. You said so many people take pictures now. What are the challenges of professional photographers and photojournalists in Nigeria?
Well, if we start talking about that, we may not leave this place today when you talk of challenges. But I'll tell you the major thing is the shift from the traditional media of communication to the internet. The internet is rewriting job schedules. Now, the internet experts or most media organizations look forward to a photojournalist who can multitask. Somebody who can take video, who can take audio, who can also write. More or less somebody who can do a multimedia story. The challenge that most journalists are having, photojournalists are having, is that the same media organizations are not in any way helping them in terms of training, but they want the best from them. But I think quite a number of them are bracing up to the reality by self-learning and then improving their skills in order to be more marketable and also to be able to fit into the demands of the moment. The other thing, the challenge is that of equipment. The equipment are getting more expensive, and the income to buy them is not really living up to what we are experiencing. So a lot of photojournalists have that problem of buying or living up to acquiring modern equipment that will make their job easier. But by and large, they will find a way around it and improve as time goes by.
Thank you, sir. How has technology influenced photography and photojournalists?
Well, technology has redefined everything. Now, how the media operates in non-digital era is not what they are doing now. But one basic thing is that for photojournalism, there are digital cameras that are making job easier for the professionals. First, they can take their pictures and send it to their organization immediately after doing that. There are many cameras who give in editing facility, and there are some that they even have Wi-Fi. So basically, it has reduced the time that a photographer will do his job and get them to the office. Though the circle, in reducing the circle, what it also has done is to enhance the productivity of photojournalists. And the newsroom is the better for it.
Thank you, sir. Do you think these new journalists, new photojournalists, really leverage on these new technologies at their disposal?
Many do. But remember, I told you earlier on that the cost of the equipment is something else. I recently tried to buy a Nikon full frame, Nikon D810. And here it's going for about 1.7 million. The question is, how many photographers can afford that? And when you do that, you still have to acquire series of lenses. What kind of job in journalism will provide them the money for that in the long run? So the issues that confront the professionals are really enormous. But I'm one who believes that along the line, they will find a way around it and then make do with whatever they have.
Okay, sir. As the Deputy Provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism, we know that journalism entails some branches, which is print journalism, broadcast journalism, and advertorial journalism. But photojournalist is under print. Do you think, or do you feel photojournalist should also be like a stand, should stand on its own as a course that would really be learned by students?
Well, the students are learning courses in photography and photojournalism. So the issue of standing alone does not arise. What we do is to expose students to all aspects of communication, news writing, photography, photojournalism, graphics, advertising, editing, and so on. It is from this that we have a well-polished professional that by the time they get to the market, most of the things they will come across will not be strange to them. And as they go, as they advance in their profession, they keep getting better. Mind you, there's a difference between the classroom and outside. But somebody who has been who has been a good student in the classroom will easily find it easy to blend with what is operating on the field.
Thank you, sir. Do you think social media is influence photojournalism and photographs?
Of course, in many ways. One of the modules we teach when we teach online is to talk about the importance of social media in journalism. And remember, when you talk of social media, you are talking about an all-encompassing thing. But what we found today is that a good journalist must be knowledgeable about different social media to know the differences among them and to know which one will be more suitable for the kind of job that he does. We know that when it comes to looking for stories, you can do that with Twitter, now X. We know that if you want to be going to self-publishing, like having your blog, there's some social media platform that will afford you that opportunity. We know that when you want, if it's picture storytelling you want to do, we know that the like of Instagram will be good for you. So social media and modern day journalism have become intertwined in such a way that any professional will be better off learning both and see them as seeing social media as a tool to help his or professionalism.
Thank you, sir. Do you think the students have real access to photography education?
Well, I don't want to talk generally, but I'll tell you that at NIJ, our students are exposed to different aspects of photography and photojournalism. But one thing is to teach. Another thing is for those who receive the knowledge to show genuine interest and fly with it. You cannot, as a lecturer, open anybody's brain and put knowledge there. There must be serious interest from the students. And we've seen some students who are showing that interest because they know that when they go out, that photography is a core aspect of multimedia storytelling. And if you are not well oiled in multimedia story, when you go out, you find yourself deficient.
What advice will you give to the students generally in terms of photography and photography education?
Well, the first thing I will advise them is to take everything they are being taught serious. 2, not to limit their photography knowledge to just theory. They should get the equipment to take pictures. If they don't have DSLR or mirrorless, even with their Android phone, they can start taking good pictures. What I've discovered is that most students, what they take when they take pictures are just ordinary portraits and selfies. That should be taken as a beginning. For those who are genuinely or seriously interested in photography, they need to go beyond that. And that is why the exhibition we put up for this World Photography Day today is showcasing the best of photography in terms of people taking pictures that are of interest to them, not portraits.
Thank you, sir. What advice or let me just say, what other thing would you like to say or to tell the public or you would like them to know about photojournalism?
What I want them to do is that they should also be taking pictures. And they should know that photojournalism is all about people telling stories with photographs. That photojournalists are witnesses to what is happening everywhere where we cannot be. And that what they take as pictures are to them the objective representation of what they witness. But I also want to caution them that not all pictures that they see in the media should be taken as a gospel truth. That is where media literacy comes in. Every picture you see, there should be questions to ascertain its originality and its veracity as an authentic medium of communication.
Thank you, sir. Deputy Provost, Mr. Boye Ola. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time. I'll just finish talking to Mr. Boye, Dr. Boye, sorry, pardon me, sir. Dr. Boye, the Deputy Provost of the Nigerian Institute of Journalism. He has just finished talking to us about the World Photography Day. I am Omodara Abiodun Said, reporting for Rocket Parrot.